welcome. I want to share a story today that I found in Kauai on a newsletter, and I brought it home and I clipped it out, put it in my notebook that's super jank now, and it has a bunch of water, and so I want to read it before, it potentially just goes into the abyss. So, get comfortable. I'm going to read you a lullaby. A lullaby. Breathe. Relax. Sink into the moment, into your bed, while I'll sing you sweet tunes to lay down your head. This story is called What Happened on the Day Before You Came by Paul Reynolds. On the day before you came, you sat with the universe and had tea. Is there anything you need of me this time round? You asked. Universe smiled and sipped their tea. Perhaps, you continued, you need a great leader to help with the people, to break their chains of bondage. Or perhaps you need maybe a wise sage or a healer. I can do that. Was all universe could reply. Or perhaps you need a great villain to expose their dark sides. Shake them up a bit, open their eyes, and I see, was universe's reply. And what do you need this time round? Asked universe. You took a long sip and adjusted yourself on your star and stared into the comfort of the infinite. You then took out a notepad and reviewed its contents. I've actually done all those things. I don't really need to experience them again. But how about this? You continued. A relationship with that part of me that I met some time ago, but never really completed. No closure, didn't quite get it. As I recall now, we agreed to let it go and said we'd take a fresh look at it later. Yes. I'd like to experience more of me. What do you think? Universe put down the cup of tea, reached out and held you close. A nebula tickled your nose, and a tremor reverberated around you that could only be translated as a chuckle. So, you and universe conspired together over tea. Looking through your past lifetimes over lessons learned and forgotten, loves won, lost, or otherwise. Places and times were all reviewed in the blink of a star. And it was done. And when it was done, you and the universe held up your plan and exclaimed together, "Perfect!" The details were uncountable, a veritable roller coaster ride sprinkled with mothers and fathers and children, teachers and students, experiences of pain and pleasure, depression and triumph. And all these aspects took on the forms of relationships, sometimes fleeting, sometimes lasting. But as you had planned, they all had something to show you about you. You turned to universe once more, just as you were getting ready to leave. This is the most difficult part. I am going to forget, you said. And I am going to miss you oh so much. I know at first it will seem a little difficult, replied universe. At times it gets so heavy down there. But every day, every moment, you will have little hints that your plan is working out, just as it's supposed to. Just do your best to remain open enough to receive them. One more hug, And you noticed how that feeling of warmth and security clung to you like a favorite blanket. And as you were hanging around, being kept warm and buoyant, getting all anxious and a little psyched up about the whole process, you realized you weren't really going to miss your friend at all. And that you were going into this experience together, hand in universe, experience and experiencer, one and the same, all on the day before you came. Good night, folks.